All right, welcome back to the channel, and let's check out this right here from Choppeezy. This is what I'm talking about, Chop. This is the kind of shit I like. I like this funny, interesting things where you have to think about it just for a little bit, and just like, this is hilarious shit. So Chop puts out this survey, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, and he's like, it says 4 dudes walk into a rainbow bar, only 3 walk out. Who ain't walking out? And see, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about, Chop. This is what I like. This funny shit. This when you're trolling people, if it's funny, I want to talk about it. If it's just trolling out of hatred or whatever, I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. But when it's funny, dude, I want to talk about it. And let's talk about who's on here. So let's start at the top, and we have Hosier. The thing about Hosier, he has somewhat of a track record of being around women. There's been some accusations of him being a little, around women, where he's like a little too aggressive and stuff like that. There's been accusations. I'm not saying that it happened or anything like that because I don't want to get sued or whatever, but at the same time, there's been accusations. So I think that Hosier would come out of the bar. I really think that Hosier would come out of the bar. Let's skip over the second one because, let's just skip over that one. The third one is Jerry. And the thing about Jerry is that I think, I really think Jerry would come out of the bar. I think that he would because I think he cares more about what goes on in the world, what people say about him. You know why I think that? Because he posts so much on Instagram. You know what I mean? He cares what people think. But if he stays too far in that rainbow bar, people may start talking about certain things that he does. But there's also not a track record of him, except for he did date a gay girl. But I don't think that has anything to do with the gay bar. But he did date a gay girl and accused her of certain things. But anyway, let's just get past that. I don't want to get into that. But I think Jerry would come out of the bar. Then we got PBR right here at the end. One of the most boring podcasters on all of the internet. Just rambles on, just talks. And the only reason people really pay attention to him is because he says some things here and there that are hot topics, and he just talks about, but most of the time he just talks about pretty plain bullshit. But at the same time, him in a gay bar, I didn't mean to say that, in a rainbow bar, I think he would have to fight his way out. I think that they would probably try to grope him and take advantage of him because he's old and frail. I think they would probably try to, grab some crotch on the way out. But I think he would make his way out. So we got 3 guys that I think that would make it out of the bar. And that would be Hosier because of his track record with, like, he likes to do things with women. And then we got Jerry because of the public the public would not speak kindly of him if he stayed in the rainbow bar. And then you have PBR. I just think that, I understand he'd probably get his butthole touched and his ding ding hit and all that kind of stuff on the way out. And you know what? He might like it. Hell, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'd still think he would try to get out of there. You know what I mean? Because he would have to take on some public criticism. But then we come down to old boy Dagburn right here. It says right here, random YouTube guy, Dagburn. I don't give a shit. I'll say his name. Johnny Gobble, Dagburn. And I think Dagburn might would stay in there. And why do I think that? Is because I don't know if you remember, Dagburn actually come out with a video talking about how something he did butt garbage with Ryan Upchurch. Who remembers that Daggy come out with some rainbow talk about Ryan Upchurch and him? Remember that? So I'm thinking out of this right here, Choppeezy, just to let you know that it's probably Dagburn that would have stayed in the bar. And you know what? That's my answer, and I'm sticking with it because he has shown signs of some type of, you know, attraction to certain people that are the same sex as him. Has made videos about it. Am I wrong? Talks about how Ryan Upchurch paid him to do certain things, sexual acts. Who remembers that? And he comes out and says, "Oh, it was just a skit." I don't know. Is it? Is it just a skit? What proof do you have that that's just a skit? You act like it was real. Anyway, Choppeezy, I appreciate you coming out with this comedy. I love it. Hey man, bring out more comedy. I'll react to your stuff. That's just like I listen. I know people get upset because I start talking about certain things that people put out, and they get upset like I'm coming at them. But I'm not coming at you, bro. I just want you, like, if you come out with some funny shit, I'm gonna react to it just like this right here. So anyway, who's coming out of the bar? We got 3 guys coming out of the bar. We got 1 staying, and his name is Dagburn. Anyway, bruh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Chop, for putting this out. I love it. Till next time, see ya.